A great job shutting down Patrick Kane early in this series. How do you shut him down in Game 7?
We'll do our best.
Is this Game 7 going to be any different than the one against San Jose or Anaheim for you?
Not really. It's just the third round and a better opponent.
Resilience has been the key word for you guys the entire play.
That's why there's a Game 7. That's what you call resilient.
What did you say to your team after the loss tonight?
Pardon?
What did you say to the team after the game?
Fly at 11.
In a few words.
Yeah. Coming at you live and on demand from the heart of Europe, this is the most badass hockey podcast broadcast in all the known land. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't believe it. What did you do? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Unfucking believable. We had technical trip over difficulty.
Andrea.
God damn. I have no idea. Preparations for idiots. He stepped on my cord and I couldn't hear myself. Unbelievable. From the dirtiest of dirty, filthy. Now I lost Jake. Unfucking real. This is something. Absolutely something. Trying to get Jack Balick on the line. Welcome to Shot from the Point Live. Probably the most prepared show. I hope I can look back and laugh at this shit. But I am absolutely furious right now. Everything was going my way. And now, legendary Jake Link can't get through. Unfriggin' believable. Ugh. Stepping on cords. That's what happened. Super. Hey, listen. We got a great show for you tonight. We're going to be covering the big game tonight. The Kings versus the The Los Angeles Kings versus the Chicago Blackhawks. We are ready to go. We are ready to go live. And we're going to do it as soon as Jake gets his shit together, which I cannot figure out under really at all what the hell happened. It literally happened at the stroke of 4 p.m. Eastern. All of this. You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, Jesus. You have no idea. I mean, it wasn't anything major. It wasn't like the broadcast was affected or anything. But, I mean, it literally just all happened at once. Andy just decides to trip over a freaking cord right as the show starts. I can't hear you. And then your Skype account goes off.
Yeah, it was crazy. I wonder. It's crazy. Yeah, and I was like, what the hell happened?
No, Andy tripped over a cord.
Huh.
And now she's mad at me for being mad. Ugh.
Yeah.
That's what you get. There's some real King of Comedy moments here. Welcome to Shot from the Point Live.
That's right.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing this is like a half-ass comedy show.
Yeah, definitely.
Because if we were like those jackasses on the hockey show, we'd probably, commit Harry Carey and set the house on fire.
Andy be buried in the yard somewhere.
I can't believe it. Oh,
the show's ruined. Everything sucks now. Well, the 10 people that listen to us are going to be like, what happened?
Do you have any idea how much prep I did this week?
I know, and it's just something like that, just to,
And there's
Is
been other
Andy okay,
failures.
though?
I do not accept under 300 views on my PK Subban video. I think I find it unacceptable. Did you like it? What's wrong with it?
I liked
Be
it.
honest.
I thought it was cute.
I liked it.
I don't know. Maybe we're just in a different age where men kissing other men is
funny.
not as funny as it used to be. Because Tracy and I still crack up about it. It is still I am a part of Rocky. I was a part of a Rocky Horror Cast, and I've seen it happen. It is still really silly to me watching two men kiss.
Hey, it's all about kissing. I just, he's not French. Is he just you think he's been hanging around French guys all the time? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm wearing pink and kissing guys. Anyhow.
Oops. Sorry, Don.
I don't know. Maybe it's a hockey. All those Europeans that play there.
They're always kissing each other.
Uh-huh.
Adjust your camera.
Is that it? Oh, adjust my camera. Sorry.
No, because you look like Flat Top. Now you go and see your whole fucking head.
Is that is that a European thing? Like, do they kiss each other in Germany and stuff?
Never seen German guys do that. Never. Never. I've heard the French do it, but I've been pretty much hearing that, my whole life.
Yeah.
I remember.
You should just go give him a kiss on the cheek.
Do you remember when Zygmunt Palffy kissed somebody on the Islanders? And I remember Steve Summers.
I remember something. I remember that, but I remember it was Yager and Wayne Gretzky, the last game.
He kissed
I was
him?
watching it. He kissed. They looked like they kissed on the lips, and it was like a long.
I don't know. I'm wearing
kiss.
pink and kissing guys. Anyhow.
Yeah. I thought Yager was gonna dip him. I'm like, wait, what? And when Gretzky retired, I think I was just going into high school, in '99.
Yeah, it was '99.
So I was like, something don't seem right there.
Yeah. He thought he was gonna tip him. Great if he did.
I thought it was gonna look like that scene, that World War II sailor. And the girl. That's what I thought it was going to look like with those two.
Jesus. Well, if you're listening for the first time, this is Shot from the Point Live. It does appear, I don't know if you know this, but our live audience has been growing, probably mostly due to Joe Cronin, because I've been doing live news updates for the channel, which we'll continue to do during the summer, during big trades and what have you, and try to get more content out as possible. Also, we did debut Epic 3, but I think what I'm going to be doing is when I get reasonable amounts of time off, I'm unemployed, but I still got to run it by and make sure nobody's here and stuff. So we're going to get regular released episodes of Epic 3. Check the channel out if you haven't seen it before. And they'll be released on a weekly basis. I might record 5 or 6. That's what I'm thinking. Sort of like I did with Best Of last year. There'll be no Best Of. No Best Of this year. We'll just do flashbacks.
You can't do a best of. Every show we do is a best of.
Yeah, it's true.
That's right. You're listening to the greatest hits, baby.
Where I kind of missed you.
1 through 53, baby. Greatest hits.
I kind of missed you. You've been kind of here on and off.
It's just been crazy, the summer. It's just a lot of stuff's going on. My sister-in-law, she's now a doctor.
Oh, that's right. Congratulations.
Yeah, so, we've been doing that. We have, tons of parties last week. That's why I forgive the audience for, not having, if they're wondering why, it was because I had shit tons of parties to go to. I had the annual Honey Badgers party.
Sure.
And,
well, you, if I remember correctly, you had some issues last year around this time of year. So, because everybody's getting out, the weather's getting better.
It's all weekend. We just got a pool. It was one of those 3-foot tall, 14-foot round blow-up ones.
I heard the best show we ever did, which was the Doc Emmerich episode, and you couldn't even heat your house a couple months ago. Now and all of a sudden you're doing the pool thing. I mean, what the fuck?
Not only do I have a pool, I also have a hot tub.
You have a hot tub too?
Yeah.
What, did you get a raise?
The hot tub has been here.
The hot tub's been here.
Yeah.
Well,
I have we're, and I think I put too much chemicals in. We're sitting and gagging. And you could smell every time, because it's in near the back room of my house. Every time I go in the back, and if the filter's run, you could fucking smell it through the whole house. So
Jesus Louises. Okay, let's get into it.
regular, for everyone else that has those problems with their hot tub. Not to sound pretentious or anything.
You're living large. And what do you do for a living?
I work as I do this for a living.
That's good to know that you do this for a living.
Yeah. Oh boy, you're not getting paid for this?
No. I do get money, but it all goes to you and YouTube, and the NHL who we rip off on the regular. You don't have a full screen over there. You have no idea how much prep I did. You have no idea.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. I mean, it's the most exciting time of the year for hockey.
It really is. Well, we've been doing a little better, I think, in hits and what have you. And I think some of Joe Cronin's fans are coming over. And
okay, is it some of Joe's Cornin fans that are hockey fans?
Yeah, I think so. And some of them, I think, I'm making into hockey fans. So
nice.
And what have you.
I think Jesse's coming on board.
See, here's the thing. Jesse doesn't like sports in general, so it's going to be a little tough to get him on board.
You know what it is though? It's going to become that whole entire if factor. He's going to hear us talking about something that's going to get him interested. I
asked him to watch a game the other night, and I'm really glad you brought up Jesse because I have a special offer for Jesse. We talked this offline. We're going to be collecting point men, hopefully for each and every team. And I guess Joe Joe's kind of in a special class because he really did a lot for us and what have you. So he's kind of in his own class appointment. But I was hoping to get Boston Troy, who's done a fantastic job on our post game shows, which you notice are a little more on the level. And we're going to do stuff that's a little more on the level as well as have a good time. Of course, I was thinking of bringing on Matt possibly to do Devils stuff next season. If he can recover, if the Rangers actually win the Stanley Cup, if he actually can handle it, because he had an outburst on the Facebook site, which was funny. And
I didn't see that.
He did. He had an outburst. We're going to lose next round anyway. But I have a special offer. I think we need a social media guy. And I am offering to Jesse right now if he would like to be a point man as our social media guy, because he does do a lot of retweeting and things of that nature. So
call in. Let us know. It's an open offer.
Yeah.
Only last to the end of this show, though.
Yeah. So, what have you.
Right.
Let's get into the hockey. Of course, the Chicago Blackhawks face the Los Angeles Kings tonight. I'm glad I was able to spit that out. This series has been absolutely epic. At one point, typical of Chicago, they let the other team get in front of them. They had they let St. Louis get 2 games in front of them. Now they went down 3-1 against the Los Angeles Kings, and I honestly thought that the Kings, maybe you get away with that with St. Louis, but you're not going to get away with it with a Stanley Cup team like the Kings. And as you heard in the opening part of the show, Mr. Daryl Sutter, he's ready to go.
Sam Eagle from the Muppets.
He's Sam Eagle. Let me tell you something. He's doing something right over there. He is, and
Mr. I can tell you why. I'll tell you why he's doing what he's doing.
Well, let's get into it.
Like one of the short-winded answers, he's being opposite of Tortorella.
Sure.
He's just, they want to, we're falling apart, and I got to go yell at these guys. And, what did you tell him when you go, plane leaves at 11?
Yeah, there you go.
What else can he say?
What else can he say? They're exactly correct.
I'm sure that speaks more volumes than him going on and just throwing everyone under the bus.
Well, Puck Daddy reported it as an awkward interview. It was awkward for you guys because he was trolling you idiots. Mm-hmm. He was trolling you. First of all, he's not going to give that kind of information out, so it's a stupid question to begin with. Second of all, hockey is not as big a rocket science as you advanced stats folks would like to think it would be. And I bet the third part of it is they're upset that they dropped a 3-1 lead and they had a great team like Chicago on the ropes. So I don't think he said planes at 11. I think it was more like, planes at 11, you motherfuckers!
Well, you know what? If he just went in there and said, all right, guys, plane leaves at 11, and just walked out,
it might have had an empty. Good point.
It would be like, that would get me to respond as a player. Because I'm sure, like, in high school sports and stuff, like, we've all had, like, a coach, like, if a game didn't go right, And you could tell that he was pissed. And he says, "All right, well, bus leaves at 3.
Yeah, we'll throw
See you
everybody
guys
off.
tomorrow." And he just went in his office and just left. That would speak volumes to me as a player and be like, dude, you know, the fact that he didn't say anything to us, you know, it really, really says
I think from a you know, these guys have to be master psychologists. I believe that. I think that that's what Michel Therrien does in by making mountains out of French molehills over in Montreal, and it worked against Boston, but not against Ottawa and New York. But it's I think that's a very good point, and maybe that's exactly what he's doing. Daryl sounds kind of dopey, but I doubt he is. He's an experienced NHL player.
Also, you remember the Candy Lemon Heads?
Candy lemon heads.
Yeah,
lemon heads. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
He looks like the guy on the cover.
Look like Sam Eagle too. Talks like him. Well, yeah, like I said, Puck Daddy reported it as some kind of awkward interview. Like I said, you're trolling. He's trolling your ass. He's not talking to you. He talks to you because he has to by like bylaws in the NHL. Mm-hmm. You have to because it's a game for the fans. It's not for the media. The media thinks they make the players, you know, and they don't. The players make them. We're doing this right now because of great NHL players and people like the NHL. It has nothing to do with how well we do or how successful we get. It always comes down to the players, and they can't stand that. So it's always refreshing to me to see these dopes get fucked with. Now, that having been said, let's get into the actual series. Like I said, Chicago went up 3-1, or excuse me, Los Angeles went up 3-1, and they seem to have Chicago on the door. But I tell you something, both me and Boston Troy talked about any other team, this would probably be a death sentence. It's the Chicago Blackhawks, and I do get the feeling we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about this team from years to come. This is our generation's, or this generation's, Edmonton Oilers. They're truly an amazing team. Patrick Kane was shut down for a lot of this series. He seems to be just like invisible, then all of a sudden he explodes, like in the last game. You've had, look, Taze has been solid as a rock. He's always in the game. He's always involved. He's a big leader, and even when he screws up, takes a bad penalty towards the end of the game. The other day, the penalty killing team bails the great Jonathan Taze out, which, in my opinion, he is better than both Sidney Crosby and Alexander Ovechkin because he's simply more solid. My question to you, Mr. Jake Link, is who's winning tonight? Because I don't even know if
Oof.
Who
That
is winning
honestly,
this
it's a
hockey
coin
game?
flip.
Honestly,
Tonight, if I'd be shocked if this game was more than a 1-goal game.
really, yeah, me too.
I really would be.
I mean,
This game is going to go from the first whistle to the last whistle.
I would absolutely agree with you. I wouldn't be shocked. I mean, overtime wouldn't be a mild surprise. I think the Kings and the Blackhawks have a chance to put on a classic if this series has not already been a classic. The only thing that would shock me...
Wouldn't it be classic to have a team that came back from an 0-3 deficit now to be up 3-1
in the
and
same
then lose
position?
the series.
You know, Sharks fans are probably laughing. Oh, God, I bet they're praying.
Yeah.
Oh, please call in username Shot for the Point if you are a Sharks
Actually, know a Sharks fan.
What's that?
Actually, know a Sharks fan.
Is he a hockey fan who's like, I like the
Yeah,
Sharks?
she's actually going to become a writer. I'm going to message her.
You put her on the air.
I'm
That
gonna
would be
message her
fun.
right now.
That would be hysterically funny to put on somebody. How they feel about this series. Is she from the greater?
She's
San
from
Francisco
San Jose.
area?
She's actually looking to
no
become a sports writer.
How come I didn't know about this chick last year?
I think I honestly because I just met her like in a Facebook group like 2 months ago.
Oh, okay.
So she's
her
name's Anna.
We've been doing good. Well, let's even get her on. That'd be great.
Yeah.
The other thing, there's been so many heroes in the series. Drew Doughty, like Jonathan Taze, Patrick Kane. The 2 people that aren't really putting up spectacular numbers, which would make if any of these two guys would have performed up to their caliber, there would have been a sweep on either end. Jonathan Quick and Corey Crawford have been subpar. Probably one of my only hopes as a Ranger fan that they will actually be able to get through one of those two teams because Henrik is playing better than both of them, which is bizarre because I actually think Jonathan Quick is a much better goalie than Henrik Lundqvist.
I think so too, but I think Lundqvist has been more solid.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, he's been solid. I mean, he wasn't exactly standing on his head in Philadelphia. And he got hot towards the end of the Pittsburgh series. But at Pittsburgh, I think more or less beat themselves.
But I'd rather be hot toward the end than in the beginning.
Well, now's the time. And hottest goalie usually wins. And that's something to think about when you're making your picks next round. And what have you. But do you have Quick's and Corey Crawford stats?
I sure do.
Oh, great, because I would like to see them. Like I said before, Quick and Crawford have not been playing up to task. I mean, I think Jonathan Quick's the premier goalie in the NHL. Crawford has a sort of monkey on his back where he's maybe not that good. That the team around him is so much better than he is, and it's not like a Martin Brodeur thing where they're like, oh, I wouldn't have done it without Scott Stevens. It does feel like that. I always thought that was BS with Brodeur, but I don't necessarily think that. I think it might be a legitimate criticism. Although he did play well enough to win a Stanley Cup last year, for sure, and he beat
He doesn't have to do anything that well though.
Yeah, well, because people talk about Chicago offense, but that defense is crushing. It's crushing. Yeah. Duncan Keith is crushing. He can skate and he can knock people down. He's crushing. They're an amazing hockey team.
Like you or I could be playing goalie for Chicago, and I mean, and they'd probably be in this.
They'd probably still be in it. They probably would have lost by now, but I wouldn't say that. These guys are so good.
Maybe.
Yeah, think about that. Think about what you just said there, buddy.
Yeah. Corey Crawford is an elite. He's an elite. He's a Stanley Cup winning goalie.
All these guys are elite, and when we say things like "you suck," like that, it has more to do with you suck on an NHL level because none of these guys suck. Not in the minors, not in the juniors.
Anna just messaged me. I'm going to tell her to give the show a call.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I'm going to tell her to go on Skype.
Shot from the point.
Shot from the point.
One word. If I get a decent job, we'll probably have a phone number next year, and what have you. So we'll get into this. All right. Anything you want to touch on the other series?
I just like you said, it's gonna be epic. I think that game the other night was just like what?
It was amazing. Well, I tell you something. It was Game 5. Yeah, it was Game 5 or Game 6. I can't remember which. It was probably Game 6. No, did I watch Game 6? No. Yeah, there was. It was. I think it was Game 5, and there was a period. I think it was the third period, and they went 8 minutes without a whistle. And you can see how well coached they were. They weren't blowing any line changes, which is the problem usually with situations where you get big whistles. Poor teams or poorly coached teams make bad line change choices, and then it ends up in the other team's net very quickly. You didn't see that. That's the one thing that I think the Rangers have going against them. These teams don't make mistakes. They don't make unforced errors in the offensive zone, something that's been very much unreported for the Rangers, as well as they did play. These two teams are superior to the New York Rangers in just about every facet. It's a much, it seems like a much more sophisticated brand of hockey on the West Coast. They have their work cut out for them. But I guess what the New York Rangers do have, if we're going to be talking about the Stanley Cup Final, is they have a very, very tight team that doesn't know the meaning of quit. And they do have Stanley Cup experience with Richards and St. Louis. With their coming up on their 10th anniversary of their very famous Stanley Cup, the year that the Lightning, whoever heard of them, win the Stanley Cup. That was a great run. That year. So, what do you got? What do you got on Crawford and you got those stats up yet?
Oh yeah, you wanted those?
Yeah. Read them off. Let me know.
Hold on, I'm just messaging her back.
I think we got. Her name's Anna.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Let's put her on. Boy, why do I still have trouble with this? Crap. Call Skype. Accept. Yeah. But see, I shouldn't have to accept to do this. Add phone number. Add. You know, it's just I was listening to that goddamn show, and is she calling in?
Yeah, she just told me that she's calling in.
All right, that's good. Let's get her up here. Let's get her on here, if she would be so kind. Let's see. I
She said
can't
she'll
see.
come on.
Well, I can't seem to add her for some fucking reason. Ridiculous. Let's see if I can get her on here. There she goes. Add to group. Add the list. I don't want to add the list. I want to put her in the fucking call.
She could be our Sharks go-to person.
Yeah. Well, we'll invite her if she's interested.
Yeah.
You know, that would be super fantastic. Add group. Is she online? There we go.
Yes.
There we go. Here we go. Here we go. Manage view. That's too bad. I can't get. Looks like I got her coming in. Super. Anna, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hi, Anna. My name's Tommy C. I do this dopey show on YouTube called Shot from the Point. We do a hockey fan, and we are under the understanding that you are a San Jose Sharks fan.
Yes.
You are a San Jose Sharks fan.
Yes, I'm from San Jose.
Can you prove this in any manner?
She is a Sharks fan.
Well, you have your
She
verification,
goes to the game,
but you can prove it. What color does the team wear? What color do their sweaters?
Teal.
You're in!
That's right. Boom.
God, we got a new expert.
You know what? Actually, Anna is the first girl besides our wives.
Woman.
Ever come on the show.
Woman.
Yeah,
we're
woman.
We're not misogynist on this show.
That's right. That's right. Way to break the barrier.
Yeah. Thank you for calling in, Anna. We understand that you have a sports writing career coming up. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Are you going to be writing about hockey or anything in particular? Give you a little plug.
I write about football, hockey,
You do it all.
basketball, and baseball.
I can't keep track of all those sports. It's too hard for me. But
Yeah, I grew up with all sports,
oh yeah,
and I'm from San Jose.
you're from San Jose. I used to live on Geary
Yeah.
Street in San Francisco. You know that?
Yeah, but I'm not too familiar with San Francisco because it's a big city.
Yeah. Well, I've been to San Jose. It's like the New Jersey of California.
But
I actually live in a small town outside of San Jose called Milpitas.
Uh-huh.
It's only like 60,000 people,
Oh,
so I'm not familiar with big cities.
oh, okay.
I get lost.
All right. All right.
San Francisco, like when I went there with my bro.
Mm-hmm. So let me ask you something. This is the burning question, and we needed a San Jose Sharks fan to do this. How delighted are you to see the Los Angeles Kings blow a 3-1 lead to the San Jose Sharks?
I was not happy at all because it was the fourth time in NHL history
Mhm.
where a team had a 3-0 lead but blew it.
Yeah, no, but how happy are you right now that the Los Angeles Kings, I'm sorry, maybe I misspoke, I apologize. The Los Angeles Kings actually blew a 3-1 lead, and in just a few hours we were probably watching a very epic Game 7. Are you happy about that? Or you're not
To be
anymore?
honest, I don't like either the Blackhawks or LA, but I am rooting for the Blackhawks
You're ready for
because LA is our rival.
Yeah, there is your rival. But does it give you a special warm feeling inside that the Kings might actually blow this?
Yeah, because of
yes.
home ice advantage in Chicago.
Yeah. So you're quite happy. Where do you think you said you're starting a sports? You're going to be writing sports soon. Where is there any way? Can I give you a plug or anything on the show? Because I mean, this show stays up forever.
Sure. Yeah, I have a few internships at the moment.
Mm-hmm. And is there any way we can read your stuff now? Because I'd be happy to plug it.
Yeah.
And where might that be?
My Facebook.
Okay. Well, does Jake have your Facebook site?
Yeah, I have her Facebook.
Okay, we'll take care of that. We'll take care of that.
Yeah. She posted pressbox.com, I think it was.
Anna, are you nervous?
No, I'm just
What's the matter? It's okay. We
Yeah,
do a very loose sports talk
I'm
show
just
here.
Yeah, come on, just
like
loosen up.
laughing because this is funny.
Look, yeah, you know what's funny? These two guys that are wannabe sports guys.
Yeah. She actually has a career, and I'm like, I'm sitting in like, I'm
funny,
sitting
look
in
at
the
these
room I
jerks
grew
that
up
win.
in, and you're sitting in Germany somewhere,
Oh, but
just
like
somewhere in New
like
Jersey.
right now,
just-
like
Yeah.
it's just like a few sites.
Okay.
Yes.
But we want to promote it for you. We want to
Yeah.
promote it for you and get it there. We'd appreciate you.
if you know the sites,
Oh, for
just,
sure.
Yeah, we want to give you a nice little plug there. We're big hockey guys. We actually do the whole league. I'm a Ranger fan, and Jake's a Devils fan, and we fight a lot. And
Yeah, I know Jake.
you know Jake.
Like we're friends.
It's great. It's great. It's great. So are you in San Jose now, or are you in New Jersey?
Yeah, I'm in San Jose.
Is that now? No, I wish I could go see. I wish I could get over there because my uncle lives in San Francisco. Hey, listen, Anna, I really appreciate you coming on. You there? I think it's a bad internet connection too. I mean, that's
yeah.
one of the
Thank you
problems
for
we're
coming on.
having. Really appreciate you coming on. We got to actually get ahead
You're
and do the
welcome.
news. All right, we'll see you around. You take care of yourself, Anna. And good luck to you in your career.
Thank you. You take care as well.
Okay, bye-bye. That was Anna,
Yeah.
who was
Big Shark
obviously incredibly nervous.
fan. Yeah, you could tell. Well, I just said, "Hey, do you want to come on?" Out of nowhere. And she was just like, "Yeah, I guess so." She wasn't like there was no like.
You know, it's like she's probably expecting to talk to two nerdy dorks, and you know.
Well, yeah, I mean,
yeah.
she kind of is. You know.
All right, thank you, Anna, again for giving us your time and what have you. And if you're interested in Shot from the Point, if you want to be a part of it, we could definitely use a point man or point woman from San Jose and give us nice reports, and we'd be happy to plug your stuff and what have you. And we'll do that by the end of the show. Okay, moving on. I did cut Jake out for a second. Jake, you're back with me?
I'm back.
Oh, good. All right, there he is. Nice and beautiful. Because I have to do that. I have to cut you off to get the full screen effect back. Because it's very, you know what a perfectionist I am.
Yes.
Yes. You know what a perfectionist. Actually, the sound quality went down when I did that. So, listen. I didn't get to yell at you before the show.
Why?
Because, you know me. I'm, like I said, a perfectionist. All right. Here's the deal. I got some interesting stuff. You are to stay on topic because this is going to get complicated. And it's going to be great because I think we caught Puck Daddy, not so much with their pants down, but just being hypocrites. And I know you told me never to go after Lampert again. And I was pretty much going to do it. But he attacked me. No, not unprovoked. But this is really interesting.
Of course, it's not unprovoked.
No, of course not.
You're so far off that guy's radar unless you.
Are you kidding me? I wrote something, and he's got me blocked, and he found me. He got me out of nowhere. He's got me blocked.
Wow.
And it was this. This is great.
Somebody has.
Let's see. How can I lead into this, and make it I don't know, special, because it is special nonetheless. All right. Let me. There's another thing I did not want to bring up PK Subban's tweets again, and I wouldn't have. I think we went over that and what have you, but something's going on, and that I'm going to lead it into this video. It appears that the sheer amount of racist tweets, that were delivered is just an insignificant minority, as reported by the BBC. And some of the reports relating to these tweets were way overblown. Puck Daddy was one of many sites that started overblowing this. And I am going to play this right now. I want you to listen real close to this. And this is right from the BBC. Here you go.
Montreal and Boston, double overtime. Subban shoots, he scores! Montreal's PK Subban wins the game. Meanwhile, on Twitter, several racist tweets are posted. Unbelievably, in 2014, racism comes with a hashtag, and the N-word rears its head and gains momentum. By morning, Fresh on the heels of NBA owner Donald Sterling's stunningly racist tirade, the Subban story blows up this way. It's reported that 17,000 racist tweets were posted by Boston fans against Subban. While PK Subban didn't speak to the media today, his coach Michel Therrien did.
PK's got our support, and I'm shocked. Honestly, I'm shocked to hear those type of comments. I'm shocked.
The Boston Bruins also react to the tweets.
It's just poor judgment, poor taste. People who think that way are not what we call our fans.
It's just unfortunate that, that stuff like that is still happening. And like I said, I just don't get why anyone would do that.
The Bruins put out a press release condemning the racist tweets. But here's the thing. If you go looking for them, scroll through the N-word hashtag, what you mostly find are messages against racism.
Most of these 17,000 tweets are about people who are denouncing these remarks.
Eve Couture, a social media analyst in Montreal, explains.
People probably misunderstood or thought that it would be 17,000 bad messages, but there were not 17,000 bad messages. There was lots of other hashtags after defending PK Subban. So you have to see it, you have to read it, you have to go on Twitter and do your job, right?
Media.
and see if it's
do
real.
your job.
George Larocque played for more than 10 years in the NHL. He says what happened to Subban proves that even a few racists on social media can have a lot of power.
In social media, people hide behind computers, they say whatever they want. And I think that every time we talk about something like this,
right, and that's why we do this show.
That are doing this, that started this trend, they're happy, they're sitting in
Say
their couch
whatever we want.
and they look at what they've caused, and that's what they wanted. People that are racist, that's what they want.
I got to play that again.
Even though they're hiding
this is important. Let's go back to LaRock.
Proves that even a few racists on social media can have a lot of power.
In social media, people hide behind computers, they say whatever they want. And I think that every time we talk about something like this, those guys that are doing this, that started this trend, they're happy, they're sitting in their couch at home,
laughing.
and they look at what they've caused, and that's what they wanted. People that are racist, that's what they want. They want recognition, even though they're hiding behind the
legitimacy.
PK shot, he scores! It's good news that most of the tweets weren't against Subban. But of course, even one racist is too many. Nick Purdon, CBC News, Toronto.
That changes things.
I won't lie. This is something I picked up the second it started. The guy kind of sounded like Joe Cronin, the guy doing the report.
No, he didn't. He sounded anything like Cronin. Did not. Well, let's not get off topic. You heard it.
No. Yes.
Let's not get off topic. You heard it. Here's what I find interesting. Shortly after the peak, well, I would say it was about a week after the PK Subban tweets. What's his name? Harrison Mooney, our pal, our best buddy, wrote an article entitled PK Subban and Hockey's Problematic Relationship with Players of Color. Now, that's a pretty strong title. I engaged Mooney earlier in the week, and I said that he and Puck Daddy were blowing something on a performance. You can check my Twitter, Tommy C at SFTP. Mooney came back and said that was not the case, that they've maintained all along this was a minority of tweets. And I was basing that on Greg Wyshynski's article, PK Subban's Tweets Revisited. PK Subban's Tweets Revisited is an article that sort of backs off and sort of repeats what you just heard in that last piece from the BBC, by the way. By the way, this was not some far-right wacko group. This is the BBC, the CBC, Canadian broadcasting government, whatever the hell they do, socialized crap, whatever. That was it. So I saw the revisiting article as them sort of backtracking without having to backtrack. And Mooney said to me that they maintained that all along. If that was the case, Harrison Mooney, why did you write an article entitled PK Subban and Hockey's Problematic Problematic Relationship with Players of Colors? It was obviously inspired by the Subban tweets, which turned out to be a handful of assholes. So Mooney told me that I am way off base on this one. Now, I like Harrison, and this may be a disagreement. And in fairness to Harrison, his article goes on to kind of touch on a lot of issues of color and stuff like that. Not of all of which are out of line. And I do think to some extent black players kind of get that there is somewhat of a double standard. But this is not a problem with hockey. We're talking about a few racists, a few people that misspeak. This is not open racism. And that is how Puck Daddy and a lot of other media outlets are portraying this. Now, Greg Wyshynski writes in revisiting the tweets, they are backing off. It was a minority of tweets. It did not represent hockey. It did not represent Boston fans. And they pounced. Mooney pounced. And it turns out this is just a bunch of BS. That most North Americans and probably all people all over the world in the majority are outraged by that kind of stuff. And what you are doing, Harrison Mooney, Ryan Lampert, and Puck Daddy, you are actually fanning the flames of racism. I don't know if you're actually doing it intentionally. I wouldn't go that far. But this is the thing. Don Cherry, George Laraque, they're both saying the same damn thing. They're both saying this is the thing. You leave this alone. It's just like shining a light or putting the camera on the guy that jumps on the ice. Every time they pull away. That's what you're doing. You're creating a lie. You're making a racial incident that is not even there. And it's unfair.
You're doing it's like poking at a cut,
That's exactly what you're doing.
Yeah.
This incident is not really down. Now, are there racists? Does this underscore racism? That doesn't mean we should just ignore racism altogether. No. But what it does mean is we have to ignore the Xbox assholes, some anonymous jerk off on Twitter. If you expose them and say that hockey is the problem, you are making a bad situation worse, and because it's not as bad a situation as the media, Puck Daddy, Greg Wyshynski, Harrison Mooney are making it out to be. I saw Ryan Lampert. He referred to some anonymous. I don't know if he's anonymous or not. I didn't know the hell he was. Some anonymous guy. He called PK Subban a megalomaniac for asking people to, vote for him on Twitter on the
every
NHL 15
single
cover.
person last year asked somebody to vote for them on.
Yeah. Okay. So you know what? He was out of line. He's not a megalomaniac for asking people to vote for him. I mean, it's a big honor to be on that video game. It's a huge honor to be on that big video game. Now, and he writes something to the effect, it's like, yo, wow, look what you said. You, the individual, said. This shows that there's a greater problem with racism inside of hockey. No! You ever think for a minute that he's just a biased Boston Bruins fan?
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus. I mean, I say stuff about Martin Brodeur that I don't mean as ball busting.
It doesn't mean you hate Canadians.
It doesn't mean you hate Canadians. Are you guys insane? Are you guys nuts? And you take the coward's way out by watching it. You guys should be on every friggin' hockey blogger should be calling you guys out. This is fanning the flames of racism. When it's actually this small. But by the time you're done, it's bigger than you can imagine. These guys are sitting, these racist jerk-offs are sitting home laughing at you.
It seems like in the past 20 years, the whole lot less racism's going around.
But I don't know if you can measure that, Jake.
But okay. But I'm just saying, the past 20 years. But now it just seems like any little thing that a person tweets, it's all of a sudden
it's reflective of everybody.
A social issue.
It's reflective of everybody. And here's what I think. I think they're doing this on purpose to make these self-righteous guys feel important.
I mean,
and
you
here's
and I
another
both
thing.
acknowledge that the tweets they were wrong, and
Yeah.
I would never ever tweet that. I would
Who
never
would ever,
ever
you know
say
what?
that.
It's obvious that friggin' 90% of the population would never tweet anything like that. It's obvious that
it's
now
10%. It's you're gonna have somebody who's gonna try and push that envelope, which I have no problem with pushing the envelope, but just saying those things is just.
Let me backtrack a little bit. Look. I'm not gonna Jake. I'm not gonna go into this. I'm not gonna sit there and say and act like we're not racist because we would never do that. That's sure, no kidding. But that's what they want to do. This is not a bigger problem in hockey as they would like you to believe. And this article, PK Subban, Racist Tweets Revisited, they're backing off. And that's wrong, Harrison. You wouldn't have wrote that article if you thought it was just a minority of Xbox users. Every time somebody says the N-word on Xbox, that does not mean we have a major social problem. First of all, in the United States, hate speech is legal. It is 100% protected by the Constitution. I know it's not that way in Canada because you have pseudo courts that prosecute everybody that don't think the right way. But in the United States, you can do it. So with that freedom that we have right now also comes with the wackos, the kooks, the haters. And we accept that because if you start deciding what's hate speech and what is not hate speech, then it can be used as a political weapon onto whatever party or ideology happens to be in power to their dissenters.
Yep.
So that is why we don't do that thing. Hockey doesn't have a problem with racism. More and more and more.
Everything on Xbox, a lot of people short slept with my mom.
I mean, yeah, seriously, get over it. You guys are helping. Harrison, I respect you. I think you're intellectually honest. I don't respect Wyshynski and Lampert. I think they're jerk-offs. But if you want to come on, we'll do In the Crease and Tommy. You want to defend yourself. And I do realize there is more to your article than what I said. But you wouldn't have wrote it if you didn't think it was just a handful of jerk-offs. So you're going to have to explain that.
No, and you know what? I'm telling you, it's still a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Racism. It's still out there.
No one's denying that. No one's denying that. But the Ku Klux Klan. The Ku Klux Klan doesn't have a big. They're just a bunch of rednecks. Nobody listens to them anymore.
Yeah.
This is a great way to get them back in power.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're not going to do it. And I really think it has more to do with the people reporting it, trying to make themselves seem important rather than actually doing something important. And the important thing to do, because it's at this level. Now, if it does rise above that level, you got to start doing reports on it. Absolutely. But at the level that it's at, handful of tweeters, Xbox users, jerk-offs that comment on Yahoo, that is not indicative of a major race problem. Now, are there issues? Should people be corrected when there's a little bit of a double standard, the way you refer to PK Subban one way and maybe a Sidney Crosby another? Yes, and I'm not saying it shouldn't always be pointed out, but if you're gonna Xbox, Twitter, give me a break. Get over yourselves. You're being dishonest. Harrison, let me tell you something. Harrison, listen to me. You owe me an interview, and I understand you're busy right now. But this summer, I want to hash this out, like me and Lampert hashed it out last year. I want an interview. I understand you can't do it now because you're too hot. You're getting too cold. Shit, you're on Fox Sports right now. But I want another one. You said you'd do it, and I want you to explain yourself. Maybe you will bring me to the other way of thinking. But right now, I think this is crap. I think what your site's doing, and it's not just my typical, I don't like what you say or I don't like how you look at hockey. I think this is crap. And I hope you get back to me on this. That brings me to my other thing. The vote between... the vote. Well, actually, no. Let me cover this way.
Subban and
there's more puck that it leads to other things. Ryan Lampert wrote an article. He essentially, I don't know, attacked NHL fans and players. Now, no, I'm not playing. No, just basically NHL thing. He's NHL. Ryan tells the NHL. He's telling people to stop complaining about diving. This is a guy who complains about hockey for a paycheck, and he's telling
he's
me
really
and you,
showing his personality.
Yeah, and okay, the total hypocrite. But we'll get into that later.
No. I mean, I'm just saying, like how he said Gregory Campbell should have just started laying around on the ice crying.
Yeah, I suppose, or he should have got off.
Pretty much, he said
he called him stupid. He called him stupid, but I'm getting into that.
So he's trying to say that diving's fine.
I have a lot of this stuff written down, so we're gonna get into that. Now he told of course. I mean, he's basically, I don't know if he's a troll or not. He probably is. I think it's half and half, to be honest with you, sort of like what we do here. But Ryan Wright tells people, stop telling people that's not complaining about diving. So I wrote on Twitter and as a commenter. You got to check my comment out. You can check the Shot from the Point. I call it the Jolly Wendell, the Jolly Wendell Clark on the logo. You can check my logo. That's when I'm always picking on these guys. But I wrote on there. I said that I mean, basically, who are you to tell anybody to stop complaining? Diving is against the rules, so it's completely legitimate. Who cares if? And he also said that it was a needless thing to focus on because it doesn't matter how much they dive. I believe that soccer never took off in the United States is because of cases of embellishment. I think when Americans see that type of behavior, I think it's a turnoff. So I think it's important to point out diving when it happens because I want the game to be somewhat strong. And I want the type of players like the Pierre Bergerons of the world and the hardworking Mark Messiers of the world, I want those guys to thrive. I don't want embellishers, cheaters to thrive. So That's what it, so it does mean something. So I wrote as a goof, and I'm not taking it back, and there'll be no apology because I mean it. I mean it. I wrote as a goof. I go listening to you complain about, because the title is like fans need to I'm paraphrasing. Fans need to stop complaining about diving in the NHL. And I said, listening to you complain about hockey is like listening to Elliot Rodger complain about women. So I thought it was a goof. And I sent it to Cronin because I know. Oh, wait, by the way, I'm blocked by him. Stop laying down. It looks awful.
No, I'm not laying down.
Oh, looks
I
awful.
was sitting back, actually.
So
I'm just getting comfortable.
I sent it to Cronin as a goof, and it got no response. And I think I sent it to you, too. So he writes me back, you piece of garbage, nice comparison, out of nowhere. Even though I'm blocked, he manages to find time to a guy that gets about 100 hits per podcast a month or a week. That he finds time for me, right? Screw you, Ryan Lampert. You say nasty shit to players and fans for a living. If a little old me can get under your skin again, there's something wrong with you. You lonely prick. You jerk. You snark. You pussy. You're a pussy. That's what you are. And let me tell you something else. These are some of the things that you've written about players. So what difference does it make what I say about you or how I say it? Hockey players on a whole are pretty stupid if you think about it, because they routinely throw themselves in front of frozen bits of rubber that are moving at really high speeds. So that rubber doesn't get in the way of the guy with way more padding and whose job is to stop them. What do you mean? You don't block shots, you big dummy? It's a part of the game. It's not stupid. How dare you insult these guys' intellect? How dare you throw your education in their face, you dumb elitist? You prick. And by the way, Harrison Mooney's 10 times smarter than you, and he's a better interview. Here's what he said about John Scott. That's why Scott still has a job in the league, isn't it? Well, given the chance, it says, given the chance to talk about the incident, Scott predictably turtled, preferring instead to say nothing, or maybe because he couldn't find a primatologist to translate his grunts and gestures. Try saying that about PK Subban, you motherfucker. You can say it about John Scott because he's white. And by the way, John Scott was very well-spoken, and we played his audio clip. And the simple matter, it was a botched hit. And he never, ever, ever got suspended once before. Besides being an enforcer, he's one of the cleaner players in the game. And that's a fact. Why don't you try that against Subban? So don't get pissed off at me when somebody makes fun of you. Don't get pissed off at me when I do what you do to other players and fans. You pussy. You big pussy. And I got a little picture for you. You know what? I'm going to get personal because you get personal all the damn time.
Here we go.
That's right. That's right. Mm-hmm. Yes, I do. Oh, shit. I lost the thing. Okay, here we go. News. Boom. Here we go.
You have a
here we go.
Shot of
Look at Ryan Lampert. The big baldy. You're losing your hair. I'm fucking 7 years older than you. I'm almost 40 years old. Look at you. Ryan Lampert wants his hair back, and I don't blame him.
Tommy needs a haircut.
No, he doesn't. You should see him now.
Tommy, I said you.
No, I don't know. I look great. I'm fucking beautiful. I'm beautiful. Look at my hair. I got a full-headed hair. I'm damn near 40 years old. I've been through a friggin' war, and I look great. You don't like that? Think that's mean? You think that's cruel? You think I'm out of line here?
Oh, here he is.
It's the same stuff you do to other people.
Mm-hmm.
And if you had any balls, talk about next time PK Subban botches a hit and gets suspended.
Hey, why don't you can't Ryan Lampert play hockey?
Yeah, I'm sure he was great.
Goes on before the ice is cool.
Next time PK Subban gets suspended for a botched hit a mistake, an accident. Use the word primatologist, you pussy. You pussy. You hypocrite. Don't you tell me how to like the game. Don't you tell me. Don't you tell anybody. Just because things didn't work out for you. You jerk.
I like when you get on these rants.
Oh, well, I'll tell you something else. Before any of you jerk-offs out there saying, oh, you've gotten stuff wrong too. You're right. I did get something wrong, right? And I apologized. I made a public apology to Ryan Lampert. You can check the channel if you want to see it. A public apology. I guarantee Ryan Lampert didn't have the balls to do that. And when I did do it, I was called a piece of garbage, and I was said that my apology was insincere. What do you think? Because I just got embarrassed a little bit that I would stop criticizing you, you little prick? Look at your hair! It's not there anymore! Look at you!
He shaved his head to be ironic.
It's ironic he doesn't have any hair at 30. 31 or however old he is.
Right.
I look great. I'm fucking beautiful. I live in Europe. I've been around. I've seen the world. Bitch.
Wow, somebody sounds a little pretentious.
I am. Well, why not? I've seen the world.
Europe now.
I was in Denmark a few weeks ago.
I was in Denmark getting married.
You coward.
Fancy.
You big coward.
My wife,
I'm sorry.
European vacation.
I'm sorry I hurt your feelings. But I didn't know you had any. You
I just
bitch.
find it funny that you really could just upset someone so
bad.
away.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful.
You gotta love the internet.
It's great.
I hate hockey and I don't like kids.
Oh, thanks, Ryan. You miserable bastard. You only have a dog. You don't have a girlfriend. I'm unemployed and I'm doing better than you. Jerk.
You're like a supervillain right now.
This is my Joker moment.
That's right.
That's all right. You know what?
You
Let me
attack
tell you
hockey
something.
writers.
Let me tell you something, Jake. This guy justifies all his horse shit. This guy justifies all his horse shit because the other guy's bad. Well, I'm just going to do the same thing he does. You can't take it. Quit your job. You big phony. And that leads me to my next stupid thing on the news. You know, I'm getting a little concerned about this PK Subban, Patty Bergeron vote. Because it looks like Puck Daddy is setting up to make it a racial incident just by the way they're behaving. Maybe they'll back off now because of the PK Subban tweets revisited. But it looks like, it does look like they're setting it up. Because this is starting to turn into a war of what type of players that we are supposed to like. We're supposed to like PK. And by the way, PK's a freaking great guy, and we love him. He's a big favorite on this show. But neither of us like the embellishment. And we don't like injury faking. And I wrote on Twitter pretty clearly that I'm pulling for the guy that plays through injury that doesn't fake it. You know what? PK has a different way of playing hockey. I don't agree with it. But I guarantee you, if he loses, it's going to be for that reason. Or it's going to be the fact that everybody hates Montreal. I mean, it's just like the Yankees, you know. But they're going to make a racial incident out of this. They're going to blow more. They're going to put more fans in the flyer. I really think they might. That this is the reason. No, you know what? Because you know what it is. It's the type of player they want us to like, and it's the direction that they want the league to go. That's PK Subban. And
I
Patty,
keep on writing in Matt Cook. I hope that.
and the Patty Bergeron, even though he's French Canadian, it represents the old school hockey player. So that's really the battle we're coming around. That's why Ryan Lampert can sit there and go on, and sit there because he called himself a megalomaniac. By the way, that guy that called PK Subban a megalomaniac was a douche. But you know what's a bigger douche? Calling that guy a racist for calling him a megalomaniac. Maybe he's just a biased fan. Dip shit. Dip shit.
Right. No, you Rangers fans, you remember next time you call Marty Uncle Daddy.
It's only
that you're offending people
Why
in the
do you
South.
have to be mad?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he should get the cover.
Me too.
It's only a game.
Yeah.
Why you have to be mad?
And that's the one that should EA Sports. And then just,
I took the other part down because I
by
love this.
the way, did you
Yeah.
get my Doc Emmerich soundboard I sent you?
Yes, I did, and I meant to actually do a bit with it, but I got sidetracked on this shit. Let's do the news.
All right.
I think I said everything I got to say. I think I should expose the phonies. I can't wait to edit
Yeah.
that and said that to him. Oh my God, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be wonderful. Congratulations, the Russians have won the World's Championship IIHF tournament.
Yes.
And they dived their way right to it. Oh, it was disgusting. Ugh. And even Sweden led at one point. I also got to see Henrik Lundqvist's brother.
What's
Yep.
his name?
I don't know. General.
Lundqvist.
That's his name. How come I can't find that? There he is. No, that was him after the game. That's a post-game interview. Post-game interview.
And Lundqvist speaks like much better English than you or I.
I know. You can only hear his accent like once in a while.
Yeah.
You only have that once in a while. Oh, I can't wait to edit that later. Oh God. Yeah. So the Russians win. Congratulations. Oh, this is really funny. There was a controversy before the game. The Russian coach actually did this throat slash motion. I'll show it to you right now. Like he was gonna cut the other coach's throat, and then you can kind of clearly see the Swedish coach say "fuck you, cock smoker." And
they're in a completely different world. These Russians.
I know they're macho to a fault. What can I tell you? I don't really like the way they're macho though. So they actually both coaches were suspended, and of course the Russian coach actually couldn't be on the bench. That Swedish guy that runs that hockey channel, YouTube channel, he was saying he was signaling, which is illegal, I think. But it doesn't matter. Russians win, and it was disgusting to watch because they dived their way to it. It was like watching the Canadians just try to, 4-on-4. Don Cherry said the Russian hockey sucked, and I don't know if I'd go that far, but 5-on-5, yeah, they're average at best. Yeah, if they get the man advantage, yeah, that's when they can start dancing. But otherwise, Russian hockey's not that great. And you know what? Since the wall fell, it's been and you can make a case that the United States and Sweden are better than Russia. You really can, especially.
I think so. I think Russia puts out great offensive talent.
Yeah, garbage.
I just
defense.
don't think it's garbage with defense and goaltending.
Well, they look at it as hockey a different way. It's a little more artistic to them. But you know what? That's why the Swedish, I think, are so successful.
Yes, it's like figure skating with stick.
Like ballet.
Yes, ballet with puck.
Ballet with puck. The IIHF bans spinoramas in the shootouts and a new change rule. What do you think of that, Jake?
I don't know. That's just why. It just seems like why would you do that? Just
I don't know. It's like Boston Troy says it's a circus already. Who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Another added rules: hybrid icing will be introduced next season. Goalkeeper equipment reduced.
Oh, it's the NHL.
And what have you. I thought I wrote in the stuff that they didn't keep. Oh, the following rules were rejected. To penalize deliberate grabbing, twisting, or holding an opponent's head with a major penalty. Oh, Jesus. So they're banning scrums in front of the net. That got rejected, though. To move the goal line or closer to the end of the rink. What? To reinstate the red line offsides. They were the ones that got rid of it first. I guess they mean two-line pass.
To put soccer nets instead of regular hockey
Yeah, why
nets.
not? God, that's the thing. The Europeans run it. They don't know hockey like we do. And you know what? Ask the Swedes. To double the penalty for goalkeeper interference. That's going on in the NHL. I think the goalkeeper interference stuff is getting ridiculous. Yeah. It's getting a little ridiculous. The goalies, I mean, who said they should be untouchable? There was a time they could be hit if they left the crease, which in theory I agree with.
I thought that was always a rule.
No, not anymore. Not since I've been watching hockey. Goalkeepers cannot freeze the puck if the shot originates outside the blue line. They all got rejected. All right, there was also something bizarre that happened. I forget which series it was in, but did you hear about Jeremy Roenick's walk-off?
Yeah, and when one of the guys started speaking French.
Yeah, it's dumb. Here it is. It's too stupid.
Probably the result would have been different.
I don't know why we ever doubted you.
Listen. The fact that you understood French and you know how to,
There'll be a lot of French teammates that I played with will be worried now.
Yeah.
I actually understand. I would know what they were saying bad about me when I was.
That scares me. For that, I'm out of here. Good luck. That's too good. That's too good.
Take
for
care
you.
of yourself.
Oh, wow.
Too good. I can't deal with that.
Au revoir.
Deal with that.
Take your white pants and go home.
I think that was just a goof.
I don't think so, because I checked his Twitter account, and he said something like, Jonesy knows everything, so I just left. This is a big shock. I'm a big Roenick fan. You know that.
Yeah.
This is a big shock to me. This is a huge
weird.
shock.
He's really weird sometimes.
Hey, JR. Grow the fuck up. Really.
Did he ever win a cup? He never won a cup, right?
No. He bounced around. You know, they had a nice team in Phoenix. They had Keith Kachuk over there. They never quite put it together. You know? They never quite put it together. What do you think of that?
Walking off?
Yeah, walking off. He should be fired.
At first, when I saw it, I thought it was a goof. I
did
like,
too.
oh. But if he's doing it, there's something
I don't think he's
wrong.
been on the air since.
Oh.
I don't think he's been on the air since.
Maybe there's something going on behind the scenes.
I think that's what Andy said. That there's obviously something else going on. But I mean, if you got a problem with somebody speaking another language, like it really makes. And you know, I thought you went to Boston College. Aren't you educated? I mean, so what? Like you should have been like, oh wow, I don't know, my colleague can make the show better. I mean, like when Jake outperforms me in rare times.
Oh yeah, every day.
No, but I'll be honest, like. I'm thankful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am. You know, I mean, I don't get jealous. I'm like, God, thank God I have a guy like this, you know, or Joe or anybody.
Yeah, you're not going to always be on every day.
What's that?
You're not going to be on every day, you know? It's like every time we do the show, so you got to have a guy pick it up.
No.
Now, if I start speaking French, Je suis dans la jeune fille. You're gonna there goes Tommy walking.
I think I'd be happy about it.
Yeah.
All right, that's.
I
done.
just said I'm a thirsty little girl. So.
Oh, whatever.
That's the
Andy
only
speaks
phrase
fluent
I know.
French, and she doesn't know what the hell you're saying. And we listened to the Doc Emmerich episode, which is by far the best episode this year. It really is epic. That show was funny from beginning to end. And I mean, and I'll tell you something. I remember you said to me privately once, like, yeah, I wish, Joe kind of outperformed me and what have you. But you are funny as hell in that episode. You are funny as hell. You really got to go back and listen to that. I just reposted it on the Shot from the Point and other crap Facebook.
I always post the Doc Emmerich thing.
Yeah, but that's the clip. But the whole show's hysterical.
I know the whole show's hysterical.
Yeah,
but every show is.
I'm starting to get a little nostalgic because we're getting almost to the end. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna be going our own ways, and we're gonna be signing our Shot from the Point yearbooks.
Yeah, saying goodbye.
You know?
You know that Randy's Donuts in Los Angeles, that big like iconic thing they have in every Lake movie, Iron Man most recently. Well, they actually put a Go Kings Co. and wrapped a big tarp around it. Why do I report this shit? It seems like such a good idea at the time.
It's cute. It's reported. Yeah. I don't buy Kings fans.
Really? You don't like the Kings?
It's not liking the Kings. I just don't like their fans.
Really?
They don't seem like legit fans.
They beat you 2 years ago. That's
no. Even like then, it was just like people just they just I don't know.
It seemed like dicks.
They don't
Phonies?
seem like they care. They don't
Bunch
seem
of
like
actors.
they're really into it. They just want to be at the
I don't
game
know, man.
to
Los
be.
Angeles at home's been pretty. It's been a tough stadium to go into, or tough arena to go into. What are you checking your phone?
I had a text message. I wanted to see if it was anyone messaging me about the show.
Probably not.
Oh.
Capitals Barry Trotz, head coach, and Brian McLean promoted to GM over in Washington D.C. So Ovechkin's got a new coach. Barry Trotz. The
Yep.
Thing.
Good. No. You think it'll last another like 50 years?
What? No. Probably won't last a year. That owner's rough. You better start winning. And some guy, I think it was Adam Proto, and normally because he's a big schmuck too, but just not as big a schmuck as Lampard. But he said it might be a blessing in disguise to get rid of Ovechkin. And I tell you something, if Ovechkin does go, it kind of shows what a coward he is, because he knows he's going to coast in Russia, and everybody's going to be a big hero. But he'd be the great. I mean, if he leaves, then it's absolute proof that Crosby is a better player. You know, and I think Taves is better than both of them. I'll be perfectly honest with you. And I don't think he has the talent neither of them, and I think he's a better player. I don't know what the hell I wrote there. Giguère is set to retire, according to Slam.com. He won the cup with Anaheim when I was in training to go to Iraq. I remember that. And
he had that epic performance with in the 2003 playoffs.
Oh, that's right. He won. Did he win the?
He won the. What was it the MV Conn Smythe?
When he was with Carolina, right?
Yeah. No. He won it with Anaheim when they played the Devils.
Oh yeah. He outplayed.
He had a crazy year.
That was a great season.
Yeah.
That was just before I left. I was so disappointed when the Devils won after that. Korea, the way that goalie was playing and the way Korea come back from that would now be an illegal hit. But I don't know what the hell Stevens would have done. He's like 7 feet taller than Korea. And he came back and he scored that goal. And Korea wouldn't have been allowed to come out and finish that game nowadays. He'd been in the black room, the quiet room.
So who knows? You wouldn't have a moment like that.
No, you never see a moment like that again.
Devils would have probably won.
Well, I mean, we had Derek Stefan come out. He's playing with a broken jaw. Ex-Cap employee rips new GM Brian McLean. This is his tweet. Sean Simpson. Don't know who the hell he is. Shocking hiring of Brian McLean. I have never met a lazier, less passionate hockey man. At times you shake your head. Ooh, somebody's jealous.
Wow. Is he up for the job?
Yeah, well, not anymore. I got video of him heading to the stadium, though. I got. Oh! A little pissed, aren't we? So that's how Sean Simpson thinks. I can't possibly remember who the hell he is. Although I knew this, apparently the Hockey News has just reported that it's some kind of radical breakthrough that hockey was not created in Canada. It's created in England. And I knew that.
Really?
I think the patron saint of skating is like from England.
Huh.
Oh, you didn't know that? I've known that for years.
I did not know that.
Known it for years. Hockey was created.
Well, not all of us are well traveled like you, Tom. All right. You know what?
You're funny.
I had
it. More bad news out of Ukraine. The arenas of Ukraine-based Donbass was looted and set on fire. That has a lot to do with the civil war, the invasion, whatever you want to call it. It's a little of both in the Ukraine. Donbass is I don't even know if the place is serviceable. 2 months ago, the only Ukraine-based team in the KHL, Donbass, they had this when the invasion took place. They had to find somewhere else to play. Had to play its playoff games out of Slovakia because it was going to the Russia-Ukraine conflict. Yesterday, reports indicate their arena was looted and set on fire.
Good old that area of the world.
Yeah, they're really doing things the right way over there. I just hope it doesn't spill over to Western Europe, and people act over here like it can't. So, all right, screw them.
Right now, go off topic a little bit. I'm watching an arena football game. These things are entertaining as hell.
Yeah, they hit real hard. Well, it seems like they do because of close contact, but
Holy crap!
I don't like football now. I can't get into it. I mean, I can. I played a lot. I played yard. I like it. I got a love-hate relationship with the game. I'm gonna tell you. The You Can Play project chooses words really, really poorly.
Oof.
You've got to see this. Now, we're pro You Can Play on here. We're very much pro You Can Play.
That's right. Actually, right now in Asbury Park, Pride's going on.
Is it?
I made my
How come you're
Facebook
not there?
status that I'm gonna go protest at Pride, and I waited a little bit and
Yeah.
made in my comments the designated hitter in baseball.
Well, anyway, they have this guy you can play MLS. So I mean, I thought you can play as a part of the maybe they branched out to the MLS, but they have a player from the Vancouver Whitecaps that I couldn't possibly name, and there's a picture of him in support of you can play, and it says, "If you can head the ball, you can head the ball," unquote. Sure can.
Ooh, I have nothing to say to that. I'm speechless.
I mean, are you guys serious? You didn't see the innuendo? I mean, shit.
Does he say, if you can head the ball? And he goes, then, you can head the ball.
If you could suck a big, large, veiny, ferocious cock, you're more than welcome to play here.
Yeah. That's right.
By the way, and I know all you liberal jerk-offs.
I think head the ball is actually a big gay bar down in New Hope.
Head the ball. New Hope, Pennsylvania. The great New Hope, Pennsylvania. I used to hang out there a lot. It's a great place. Pick up dudes. Yeah, and don't give me any poor shit. You check your privilege, assholes, because we are supportive. But you know what? Guess what? Straight people get innuendo and goofed on too. So
If
and you don't like
you
it,
could,
turn the channel.
here's the NHL one. If you could hit from behind, you can hit from behind. If you could score from back of the net.
I tweeted them, but I know Sean Burke knows or Sean Burke's kid knows Ryan Lampert, and I tweeted, I was like, look, you might want to really look that one over. I was serious, but they didn't get back to me. Then I decided to put it on the fucking show. You can head the ball. You can head the ball.
Yeah.
It's just funny. It's funny because
you can see the commercial. They show him at a glory hole. It's like if you could head the ball, and then they show him on the soccer court, on the soccer field, heading a ball. It's like you could head the ball.
Just go down the Jersey Turnpike and start, looking for players that can play.
That's right. Our old
what are they?
company.
What was the big gay one? The part of the Turnpike, the rest stop. What was the big one?
Was it the
one that Howard Stern was in? And Christy Whitman put his picture up there. Remember that?
Oh, Howard Stern actually has a rest stop.
No, he does not have a rest stop because they wouldn't let him do that. But they put a picture of him which was stolen, and Christy Whitman had to. She got a campaign. It was a campaign promise. She came through on it.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's off 295.
I don't remember.
I don't know.
Thought it was on the Turnpike. What do I know?
Yeah.
Here's a TMZ report. Corey Crawford was investigated for spraying a heckler with water. This is from TMZ.
That is the biggest trend of these. If you ask me, one word that associates the 2014 NHL playoffs, I'm going to say water bottles.
Ty Domi would be proud. Goalie Corey Crawford is under investigation from the Los Angeles County Police Department after Game 4. Why? He allegedly squirted water at a heckler with water. Squirted a heckler with water. We know that 27-year-old Kings fans Clark Wong filed a battery report Monday night claiming that he was sprayed by the hockey player at the Staples Center. TMZ Sports. What? Wong.
I said that's just Wong.
No, if he can play, he can play. TMZ Sports spoke with Wong, who says he was sitting behind the Blackhawks bench and he was heckling Crawford when the goalie was pulled from the game towards the end of the third period. That's when Crawford, who in the middle of a 6-year, $36 million contract, allegedly whipped out his water bottle and blasted him in the face. In the face!
What is the guy saying? He can't see?
Crawford was then asked to say, Crawford was asked about the incident, and he said, here's what he said.
You're an expert?
Yeah.
David Clarkson would not be happy right now.
Yeah. That's what he said. He said you were an expert. Now, that's when Crawford hit him right in the face. Wong says he believes the water was filled with backwash. I hope it was a big filthy loogie. And he's caused serious irritation to his eyes. What are the odds of that? Corey Crawford starting the zombie apocalypse. That'd be great. If he that was like
that'd be wonderful. Yeah,
yeah, it'd be
Corey
fantastic.
Crawford, and now this guy's like for flesh and.
What a jerk off. America, the
Walking
land of the
Dead
lesser.
starts in California.
Jeez, it's already 20 after. Fuck. Thomas Hurdle, no fan of Don Cherry. By the way, that last report with Corey Crawford came up with CBS Eye on Sports. Eye on Hockey. Gotta get that in.
Puck Daddy does a whole thing.
Yeah.
Like about why is Thomas Hurdle so adorable?
Yeah,
you ever
they
see
like
that?
that.
Like, because
I don't know.
They
I
love
hate
him.
that
Like,
shit they do. I hate when they put cute stuff on there, and I hate when they say, "Hey, look at Don Cherry's suit." It's weird. What kind of person does that?
When Don
So
Cherry
he's
was
an
a
idiot.
normal, when Don
what he's
Cherry was a
wearing.
normal suit, I'm like, is something wrong here?
I think those guys in Puck Daddy are so dumb because they've been getting trolled by that stupid suit forever. He started doing that to gain attention. It worked.
He should wear a suit that just says Puck Daddy.
That'd be great. I like him. I wish you hit Wyshynski, meet Wyshynski in a bar and kick him right in the mouth. How much you want to bet 80-year-old Don Cherry could beat the shit out of Greg Wyshynski?
I think 80-year-old Don Cherry could beat the shit out of me.
He might be. He's good shape. Thomas Hurdle, no fan of Don Cherry.
I don't know. I'm wearing pink and kissing guys. Anyhow.
Asked by the Hockey News, have you ever met him? No, I don't even want to. They would stab me in Canada if I said something against him. A little dramatic. My teammates watch him all the time, even though he says bullshit about players. I leave the room when I see him on TV. And his clothes.
He leaves the room because his suits burn his eyes.
Burn his eyes. That's funny.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm wearing pink and kissing guys. Anyhow.
Leave that. Now's the time to leave.
That is actually my favorite clip.
Well, that is one of my favorites for sure. Wearing pink and kissing guys. Get over yourself. Can't say bad things. I'll stab you. It's a little dramatic. You'll get stabbed. Guy takes more shit than you
barely
can imagine.
speak English. He speaks English like a caveman. What would he say?
Well, you know, my experience with Czechs is they're overly sensitive. I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but they're a little bit on the sensitive side. Although the guys I know how to curse. I know how to say something. Bobichu. That means like shit. It means fuck, but it's actually shit, but it's used like fuck. That's what I was told. Bobichu. That's what everybody said. I play on the Czech Bad Boys on my NHL 14 team, and they were to go Bobichu, Bobichu. Don Cherry, also in the news, he predicts that little guys won't be able to play in 5 years, blames minor hockey ban on body checking. Last year in Canada, 11 to 12-year-olds were no longer able to body check. And here was his argument back then. You don't weigh that much when you're 11 or 12 years old. So if you start body checking when you're, hit puberty, you're going to be a lot bigger. And sometimes, me and Jake met these guys in high school, they were like fully adults by the time they were 14. You know?
Oh, yeah. I see all these people like in, the NFL. They're like, oh, yeah, no, he's 29 years old. They're like, you look like you're not 29.
Yeah. You're not 29. Yeah, exactly. So what Jerry's worried about is guys like Martin St. Louis and even Sidney Crosby before, they learned how to kind of roll through the checks. And, I think when two lighter people come together and collide, I'm not saying you can't get hurt, but there's not as much weight there. So the damage in a sense, and small kids have such a smaller, lower center of gravity too. So, it doesn't hurt that much. And the first thing these kids do is they go nuts. So what Canada did is they raised it to, I think, 14, 15, like they do in the United States. It'd be interesting to see the injury statistics, the United States versus Canada. How much you want to bet Hockey Canada never looked into that?
Yeah.
Yeah, they never looked at the. They never.
Well,
actually
if they're
went
banning this in Canada, they're not banning it in the U.S. You know what that means?
It's not that they're banning it. That's the wrong word. They're raising the age limit. They're raising the age limit. But I think it's stupid because like a 14-year-old boy could be fully Jesus Christ. I was 5'11" at 14, and by the time I was 15, I was like 6'1". And I never grew an inch after I was 15.
I'm like 5'10". I mean, I've probably been 5'10" since I was like a sophomore.
Yeah, I stopped growing around 15.
Yeah,
and that was it. Probably because I smoked 10,000 cigarettes a day. But
I've always been, shorter on the ice, or but actually, my one team, I was actually the biggest.
Here's a report. The New York Rangers have defeated the Montreal Canadiens, and they are headed to the Stanley Cup Final.
That's it. I'm done. It's all bullshit. It's all politics.
It's all politics. You took the You're the rocket scientist that took him in the pool.
Yeah, I know.
Ugh.
I took them as a jinx.
Did you really? Did you really do
part
that?
of me was I had a
if I
very
pick them,
small
they'll
part
never
of,
win.
a part of me
You
thinking,
probably reversed the jinx. If the Rangers win, it's all Jake Lake's fault. Oh, it's so funny.
I hope they get to a game 7. No, I hope they're up 3-0. I want to see everybody. Ooh, gonna go work tomorrow. Ticker tape parade, and then I just want game 7 to happen. I wanted to catch up.
I was thinking of that when you said that last year.
Game 7 to
Yeah,
happen.
go to game 7 and lose.
And then I want, with 1 second left in the third period, I want just the puck, the game tied, the puck to just bounce over Lundqvist's pad into the net, and then just the end of the game. And they're just raising the Stanley Cup.
I did think of that it's like, I want them to win when they beat us, because then they can go to the Stanley Cup Final and lose in game 7. That's even better. That's a better gift. Well, that's going to be a tough show to do.
Oh, boy, is it. Because then Rangers fans can't say anything about Devils fans.
I'm going to be all like...
I hate hockey and I don't like kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is going to become home and gardening with Tommy C.
Yeah.
Very quickly.
That'll be it. John Moore suspended 2 games for a check to the head when he lost his mind in Game 5, which is probably Game 5 of the Rangers. Game 5 of the Rangers Montreal series is just complete bizarreness. It is really amazing. I mean, one thing that Joe Cronin pointed out that I thought was good is like how they can just kind of cough up one game and just come back and Hank gets a shutout is a real testament to the team. I gotta believe, although Vigneault's done a great job, we all admit that Vigneault's done a great job over there, and he's going to be there for a long time now. He really solidified himself in New York. It's obviously the death of St. Louis' parents have had an impact on this team, and I don't know if you can really regenerate that, and I don't know if I'd want to. So I think that's it. Let's just finish up here. Eric Wellward retires, takes a job coaching in the AHL. Last year he had a really nasty cut. I'm not going to show it. It's pretty gross. Decided not to show it. I probably should show it. And it cut like 70% of his Achilles, and I think he decided to bag it. So good luck to Eric Wellwood of Philadelphia Flyers, and it really, I hate to see young guys just kind of lose their career. It sucks. Thomas Vanek rumors began after the Rangers defeat him. He was actually barely seen in the entire playoff, not just against the Rangers. It is really, I mean, how many teams? He's been 15 teams in the last 7 months? Thomas Vanek?
That's right.
Here's my thing on Thomas
tour.
Vanek. I think he's lazy.
Mm-hmm. They're gonna retire his jersey everywhere.
I think he's a lazy hockey player. And
you know what? He doesn't have any playoff experience, and they're probably not going.
The rap on him in Buffalo was heart. I'm starting to look at, I think I'd have a lot of heart if I was from Austria, and how hard it is to make it to the NHL from Austria. Maybe it doesn't mean that to him. Maybe you're more into Bayern Munich and soccer. Get into hockey. That's my advice for your career, Thomas. Get into it. Love it. Fall in love with it. It's your career. Don't do what I did in the Army. Start getting interested in everything else besides the Army as soon as I got over here. And this is the last thing I picked up. One of the last things I picked up. Cam Talbot actually was not practicing today with the New York Rangers. That's sort of interesting. I'll do one last grasp at Puck Daddy, see if anything popped up since we did, and I don't think actually anything happened since we've been on.
No jersey fails.
I hate jersey fails. Look at Don Cherry's suit.
Fails.
look like John Cherry's suit. So stupid. He's so dumb.
I like the all right. The Jersey fails are pretty funny.
Some of them are funny. And it's all other people sending shit into him. It'd be like if they sent it to us. I should just rip that off and get more popular. Yeah.
I saw somebody with a Brodeur jersey, but instead of having 30, it was the number 1. I guess I should have taken a picture of that and posted it.
Beautiful.
But yeah, someone messed up there.
Oh yeah. By the way, when Ryan Lampert sent me that tweet, and by the way, that's the news. It got favorited like 9 times, and I never get like 9 tweets favorited ever. And oh God, don't fail me now. There we go. Sorry about that. Actually, I could leave that out. Yeah, that's a different view. Let's go for a different view towards the end here. That might be fun. Oh, work. Jake, come to me. There you are. Don't worry about it. It wasn't you. No, you didn't do anything. What was I talking about? I was talking about that balding fuck over in Boston. Now when he tweeted, it got like 9 favorites, and not one of those people that favorited it sent me a nasty word. So I don't think he gets the fact it was funny making the comparison to Elliot Roger or Roger Elliott or whatever the hell his name is. I don't know. It's funny, and it is. You know what? I got to be honest with you. It is kind of like listening to Roger Elliott. Yeah, hockey's not the way I want it to be. I don't like fighting, and I think that's stupid, and blocking shots is too aggressive, but diving's okay. And you shouldn't like it too, and you should vote for PK Subban because he's black. And you shouldn't vote for Pierre Bergeron because he's white.
Yeah, vote for Scott Gomez. He's both.
Is he? I thought he was
No, that's what I'm saying. Just because of the slightly,
he's
brown.
He's dark.
It's darker. Yeah,
I tell you, you want to see something that
He's actually on the cover of a hockey game.
Yeah. Hey, you know what else I saw? It surprised me a little bit from Harrison Money. Do you know? Because he brought up the fact in his article that that Jerome McGinley really has never taken any kind of stuff, and he actually said the reason is more than likely because his skin isn't as dark. You find that bizarre? Look,
I do, because I don't see rednecks going, oh shit, we can't hang this one. He's not that dark. I don't see them doing stuff like that. It's just
so stupid.
I've never understood that. When, he's darker and, I've never understood that.
Maybe it's bullshit. You ever think of that?
I think it's bullshit.
Yeah. His skin's
because I think
it has something to do with this. Look. PK, he embellishes, and that turns some people off, and that is why soccer's not popular in the United States.
That that comment that he said is definitely a black culture thing.
Yeah, I think maybe it's a black racism in the racial community.
A black culture thing.
I had a friend. His name was John. He worked at the Hyatt. He told me that being lighter skinned was sometimes rough. I had no reason not to believe him.
I mean, I'm sure it is. I'm sure. I mean, but I'm saying, just in general,
Yeah.
But that is definitely a struggle that you and I don't have.
No, we don't. In fairness,
we don't
you're absolutely
understand.
Right. We don't know that. I don't know that. But I mean, I have felt out of place. I've been treated poorly by blacks, probably because I'm white.
I think I have too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but I mean,
I actually had my one friend. She dates black guys.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
No, you're not bringing that. You're not going to talk about the dead girl again.
So I got to get off topic. I got to get off topic.
We're running out of time, as usual.
ESPN just played a commercial with Lundqvist in the cafeteria, and the Swedish chef is there.
Yeah, there he is. You never saw that one?
No, I've never seen.
Oh, that's a great one.
I very rarely watch ESPN.
Oh, really? Because it sucks. It's not a hockey.
But
I saw that one.
He started doing a white guy impression. He was imitating a white guy. This guy. And I just looked at him and said, "Dude, we don't all talk like that."
He said that.
And he just looked at me like,
yeah, you do.
He was never ever questioned. I'm like, dude.
Well, what are you questioning him for, you big dummy? Leave him alone.
I don't
It's
know.
funny.
I
laugh
just,
at that stuff.
you know, if I can't go, wow, hello there, sir. How's you?
You're just jealous.
Then why? I understand, you know.
Howdy doody.
Oppression and all the slavery and stuff, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
But you know what? Personally, me.
Yep.
I have never ever had a, you know, I've never met a black guy with the last name.
Thanks for your time, Jake.
Boom. That's right.
Yeah. Let's do the plugs and get the hell out of here. I got a lot of shit
All right.
to do. Do you like wrestling? Oh, I like wrestling. So check out the Joe Cronin Show. Joe Cronin of the Joe Cronin Show. www.youtube.com/Joe Cronin Show. Joe Cronin. Get him on Twitter. Get him on his phone number. Call him in. The best wrestling show. Almost 7,000 subscribers. Over 1 million hits. Got to check it out. Joe Cronin. And what you can do is he does a special called Monetize This. Something that me and Jacob both have been on. I'm an official member too. Tommy C, Chris Fazovich, and of course Joe Cronin himself. Check out Monetize This for scheduling and things of that nature. That's what you got to do. Check out.
I hear Joe Cronin give homework help and try and get his listeners laid.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. JohnFreemanMusic.com. 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 John Freeman wants some music out of his basement, and he'd like you to help him out. So check out JohnFreemanMusic.com. Order your own personalized music from JohnFreemanMusic.com. You can talk to him. You can make something happen. You can see what he's done already. Some great ambient work, rock albums. He's done hip-hop beats, and he also wrote the official theme song on the Shot from the Point production channel. JohnFreemanMusic.com. And if you like, what you can do is you can go to, I think the link's below in the description box. You can go to join us on Facebook, Tommy C and Other Crap. It's become kind of a really great site, or a paid page. Lots of memes. Showtimes. You can find out showtimes when they come out on Shot from the Point and Other Crap. Check out Shot from the Point and Other Crap on Facebook. Just write Shot from the Point, and it'll complete and Other Crap. You click on it, like it. That's what you do. Also, if you like the show, share the show. Share the show. Share the show. Well, like it. Share it. Let people know. Be a part of our community. Also, if you're a meme maker, a writer, a personality, and you have ideas for the show, please check us out. Check me and Jake out. Let us know.
And more importantly, if you're a Phoenix Coyotes fan.
Yeah, because we want to actually put we want to actually get a point man on every single team, so we can kind of review with you and what have you. You can subscribe to us on Google. You can check us out on Google+, like I said, Facebook, and you can talk to me, Tommy C, SFTP, Tommy C, SFTP on Twitter, and we can make fun of Ryan Lampert together. What you got?
I got, check out Sports Ranter, a good friend, April Bruckner, who is the official voice of the app Sports Ranter. What it is, if there's a big game going on, and you want to just get your vent about it for like 10-15 seconds on what's going on in the game, or who you think's gonna win, or if you just want to say, oh, I don't know, the Rangers suck. You could do this, and it's just free. It's in the Android market, and we still gotta have April on. She messaged me.
Yeah,
we just gotta get.
Give me a link, and we'll put the link.
Yeah,
Sports Ranter
and
in the description box. Don't have it now if you're listening live, but we'll definitely get it to you.
Just check it out, everybody, and. It's a good fun time. You could start arguments with people, and maybe Ryan Lampert's on there.
Yeah. Diving's okay. Finishing your checks is not.
Yes.
Fucking idiot. I wonder he sit there. He's like, I know what he said to me last year in the interview. I know what you're saying. It's gonna. I know what the potential is. Nobody wants that, but I just want less people to get hurt. Bullshit. He's trying to fuck up the game. Him. All these Marxists have these, I'm going to fuck up the system in between type of mentality. So he's doing it on purpose. Yeah, it's a conspiracy theory, but it wouldn't shock me at all. Wouldn't shock me at all. Douche. Bag. Douche. I can't wait to send that shit to him. I'm going to send an email too before he blocks it. That's what he gets. Was it a funny rant? Did you like it? Did I show him what a phony he was?
Yeah, no, you did.
I blew him out.
You did your job.
Like a candle in the wind. Bye, Ryan. Blew you out, bitch. Home. fight you.
Are you gonna send this to him? Or are you gonna just isolate that?
Yeah, of course. Absolutely. Of course. All right, everybody. Hey! I get an echo in my head, so it sounds like real good. It sounds like I have a delay in my headphones. It sounds great. I feel like I can sing. It does.
Karaoke, shot from the point.
Karaoke, shot from the point.
I know it's at the end of the show. How's the game going?
What game?
Our game.
I'm working on that. Waiting after tonight. We'll do both stats. You're in good shape because you have a shot at you've got a shot at points. So that puts you in good shape. And actually, it also puts Kim in good shape too. But he took the Chicago Blackhawks. So, hey everybody, make sure you check out tonight's great game so you can come back to the description box, tell us how it went. Stay tuned for a post-game report. Jake, you're more than welcome to join us. Troy's going to probably come on. We're going to do a post report after the game tonight.
I'm up.
What's that?
I probably won't be up.
No, I probably won't be. But no, you're more than welcome to join us. I don't want to make it seem like you're not welcome, because you always are. And to check out Boston Troy, check out more of my goofy videos. Subscribe, share the show. Join us, be part of the team. We're looking to grow a community here of like-minded hockey fans. We hope to see you soon. Tommy C, Jake Link. Say bye, Jake.
Bye.
I thought you were going to say goodbye, Jake, like a total douche, but you didn't. Bye.
I don't know. I'm wearing pink and kissing.
I hate hockey and I don't like kids.
Check out Shop the Point Live every Sunday. Check Facebook in the description box below for times. Log on to Facebook. Check out for Shop the Point Live times. Peace.